In 2019, Kathmandu University School of Management presented a paper at Cohere Conference in Spain. This paper helped establish lab-based learning as a valid method to enhance critical and creative thinking. So, what is lab-based learning, and is it more impactful than traditional learning styles?
Lab-based learning is a process whereby individuals learn to take responsibility of their learning in a very self-directed environment, and the instructors or the facilitators are there just to support and guide them wherever and whenever necessary.
Now, to understand its impact better, we need to rewind a few years back and understand BUCSBIN. BUCSBIN, as its name implies, is a project aimed at developing university capacity to support business incubation. It does this by using lab-based learning as its core method. So in 2017, pioneers of lab-based learning from Finland came to Nepal to teach this innovative learning method. It was indeed a big challenge to transport a learning method from one part of the world to a completely different part. In the beginning, this learning method was disseminated at Kusum and King's College. However, as of now, it has been further distributed, with stakeholders taking initiatives and spreading it further. To give an example of how BUCSBIN has not just influenced academic institutions, but has impacted wider fields like public sector governance, let's take a look at Susasan project.
Susasan is a project that primarily works with different local governments in Nepal. The project currently works with 12 of the local municipalities, and where we aim to promote transparency, accountability, and civic engagement approaches within the government by using modern information and communication technologies. So what we did is, we first looked into BUCSBIN project that with the lab-based model we could make use of, and we realized the whole idea of co-creation, where people come together and work on a solution. We use that particular learning of people coming together, working in a team for extended number of days, and actually developing a prototype of a solution as the first steps.
Compared to the extensive outreach of Susasan project, King's College, on the other hand, have built a physical space titled Do Lab, where the participants learn, experiment, and create processes of catalyzing and manifesting innovation. Kusum, on the other hand, has developed a 3-credit curriculum named Lab-Based Experiential Learning, which is to be offered as an elective in their MBA program. This achievement will help to propagate lab learning practices for years to come. Another notable impact BUCSBIN has had is on how its techniques have reached far-reaching sectors.
We have tried this curriculum, this lab-based curriculum, in a lot of different cohorts. We have tried it with students, we have tried it with high school students, we have tried it with educators, we have tried it with aspiring entrepreneurs, we are going to try very soon with policy makers. How classes were run before and after, there have been significant changes.
BUCSBIN of our lab-based model has this interesting concept about feedback. BUCSBIN ले चाहिँ एउटा के कुरालाई प्रमोट गर्छ भन्दाखेरि anybody could provide feedback to anyone.
So there is a lot of feedback taking sessions that we were trained on, and we've been able to incorporate that within our teaching learning styles, pedagogies, and with the new curriculums that we're developing besides the lab curriculums as well.
So BUCSBIN's project सुरु हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ I was participating as a student, अनि बिस्तारै कोचको रोल लिन थाल्यो, अनि त्यसपछि अहिले lab master, अनि seeing it from all these different perspectives, मैले चाहिँ as a teacher student को learning experience चाहिँ कसरी अझै better बनाउने भनेर हेर्न पाएँ.
Over time, the participants from the first generation workshops has implemented lab-based learning in their respective companies.
So Skillethon Mapodi, we use a lot of design thinking techniques. This might sound ekdamai wild. We did 14 different events in Leo, okay, just to test out one new event for Skillethon.
Lockdown भयो, त्यसपछि let's add केही सर्भिस एड गरौँ न त भनेर हामीले सोच्दाखेरिमा चाहिँ लेट्स नट एड हेपेजार्डली लेट्स टक विथ द पिपल वाट आर देयर प्रब्लम्स होइन गर्दाखेरिमा पछि रिफ्लेक्ट गर्दाखेरिमा चाहिँ दिज आर द थिङ्स द्याट वी डिड इन बक्सबिनको 3 days वर्कसपमा.
Lab-based learning has been used as a module in larger, more complex programs by putting the user at the core center. The dissemination of the knowledge has surprisingly transcended initial expectations and has been applied by a wide range of institutions.
And I think this has created a new way of thinking, new mindset of learning among the academicians, among the practitioners. Due to that as well, that there's no question about that whether it's going to sustain or not sustain. It has changed the behavior of teaching and learning in context of the world.
Indeed, BUCSBIN has had a significant impact, one that seems to be exponentially growing.
मान्छेहरूसँग भेटघाट गर्ने भन्ने कुराहरूमा चाहिँ
रियल कन्टेक्स्टमा चाहिँ लिङ्क गर्नुपर्छ भनेर
even within the process, and we don't have to actually take a record